AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
Yo. Should we delete that? I'm waiting for everybody else to jump in. I'm not putting that up there. Comments. Good morning. Wake up, AllBall. He's this. How wonderful. I know why you're upset. Damn Pistons.
AllBall suckers.
Lackluster Final Four. Knicks don't play until tonight. Yes, happy Easter to those that
Knicks
celebrate.
play tomorrow.
Knicks play tomorrow, excuse me. Thank you, Rodney, for reminding us of the days. For those who celebrate. Hey, AllBall, how we feeling?
That's how I'm feeling.
Look at it now. They know you well. Jay from 313, one of the slickest cash apps of all time. I'll never forget that. Very slick.
That might have been the greatest. It might be one of the greatest diabolical cash app sins probably of all time.
Right.
Like it really might be. That was very James Bondish villain type shit. That was nice.
I'm reading it like a slow-mo, just damn Jay from 313. Angry face. And of course, you know these Detroit guys, they celebrating. Oh boy. Is it time to face the music? They in it. You ain't getting me. Hold on. You ain't getting me. The Detroit Pistons have clinched the number 1 seed. Damn. After being pure bummage 3 seasons ago. Here they are celebrating their number 1 seed clinching, and they had some words to say.
Can we get Jalen Duren All-NBA? That's all I got to say. He deserves it.
He does.
Obviously, nobody's stopped him yet.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Man. The East run through Detroit, man. That's all that's got to be said, man. Ain't too much to say, man. East run through Detroit, bro.
Damn, and they threw the gang love up, man. Damn. Oh, boy. The East runs through Detroit. Jalen Duren wants his All-NBA acknowledgement. How we feeling, man? This is 2 seasons ago. They were just pathetic. Monty Williams was there. They were 18 and 100,000. And now they are the number 1 seed, clinching it in bully fashion. How we feeling, AllBall?
You can't tell. I'm waking up in the morning, and the first thing I have to talk about is the punk ass Detroit Pistons. Wake up AllBall is not going to be happy. I'm just letting y'all know now. So don't think you're gonna get a sunny. You see the sun, right? He's mad. So yeah, to wake up and the first thing you have to discuss is the fucking Detroit Pistons on Easter Sunday. Let me say it again. Easter Sunday. We got to discuss the fucking Detroit Pistons. They will be humble soon. They are a little too cocky. Pause for me. To lose in the first round last season, and then now you're talking like you can book it. You're going to be in the finals. This thing is going to backfire. They are a little too overconfident. Having a great season. Good basketball team. They're not a great basketball team. There's probably 2 great basketball teams in the NBA right now. I would probably say OKC and San Antonio. The Detroit Pistons are starting to get on my fucking nerves. Do you know why? Because they just like us. They believe the hype. They lie to themselves every day in the mirror. And the fans are idiots just like us. The fans are crazy just like us. How can you be this cocky? At least with us, we came from the Eastern Conference Finals. We were 2 games from the NBA Finals. You niggas was 20 games from the NBA Finals. What the fuck are we talking about? What happens when you niggas ain't in the finals this season? What's going to be the excuse? Cade was injured. Y'all young. Y'all wasn't supposed to be. What's going to be the excuse? I'm diabolical. I told you, I'm like Bane. I don't want good for nothing. Burn this shit down. What they did last night was comical. I've been the number 1 seed forever. That wasn't a surprise. We know we got to go through y'all in the East. Yes, y'all the best team in the East this season. Give you that. But calm down. All you bum ass niggas, calm down. Nobody want to see Durin talk. You look stupid when you talk. You like the whole. He's stuck to us. Shut up, nigga. The fuck up. Whole trash. East to us. Shut up. Niggas can't even articulate. Get out of here. That's why he couldn't say nothing. Come on, man. Nobody want to see you dumb Detroit niggas talk. Fuck up out of here. Sick of y'all niggas. Love you though. But I'm sick of you niggas. How do you need a translator to translate your English? I'm going to say it again. How do you need a translator to translate your English and you're speaking English? He needs subtitles for English and he's speaking English. Fuck out of here. Sick of y'all Detroit Pistons fans. Y'all come in this live, y'all talk y'all shit. Now you got these bum ass niggas. Yeah, we know y'all the number 1 seed. That's why I've been praying all season. Do not duck the smoke. NBA, do whatever y'all need to do to make this matchup happen. I pray we was in the play-in so we could meet y'all niggas. I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait. I want all the fucking smoke. And if it's up to me, I don't know if my brothers is with it. I might do a hate watch party every game for the Pistons in the playoffs. I ain't ducking no smoke. Bum ass niggas. He's go through it. Yeah, that's with any team that's the number 1 seed, idiot. You ain't saying nothing, genius. You ain't saying nothing, genius. Fuck out of here. Ain't even did nothing. That's what we do now. 1 good season. And now you begging to be all NBA. Real niggas don't beg for nothing, nigga. They take it. Real niggas don't beg for nothing. You got your teammates begging for you to be all NBA. Fuck out of here. Can't stand Detroit basketball. Love y'all in the chat, though. Y'all different breed. Y'all Detroit guys, told y'all it's healthy smoke. And I want it all. I want it all. What the fuck are y'all going to say when you ain't in the finals? Baby, that's what I'm looking forward to. That's what I'm looking forward to. Everybody already said I'm the only idiot that believed the Knicks are championship contention. So if we don't make the championship, it should be no trolling, right? Because nobody believes we're going to be there anyway. Pistons fans, what happens when you niggas ain't in the finals? What happens? Fuck out of here. Yeah. Yeah, Sam, I am. I'm bragging. That's right. We was in the Eastern Conference Finals. Where was y'all at last year? Watching us, nigga, from the Raptors. Yeah. Where was y'all at last year? Watching us from the Raptors. Talk about it was a competitive series. We beat you bum niggas in 6. The fuck out of here. We beat you bum niggas in 6. Niggas is fake bullies. Fuck out of here. You niggas is fake bullies. You know what happens? We bully the bullies, nigga. Y'all know who said that. Niggas don't listen, bro. They caught the NBA off guard. This happens all the time. You niggas is about to be the Atlanta Hawks when they went to the conference finals. That's what y'all are. Everybody was so focused on the Knicks and Boston being injured, Philly being injured, Orlando not making that leap. That's what happened. Y'all caught everybody off guard while everybody was focusing and hating on the Knicks. Y'all flew right under the radar. Now, granted, Kay Cunningham, great player. Duren Thompson, like good players. I'm not giving them great yet. Like I said, Kay Cunningham has ascended to superstar status, MVP status. I give you that. I love that head coach. I just love what he stands for. But cut the jokes. Y'all caught everybody off guard. Ain't nobody thinking about y'all, bro. The whole NBA world was thinking about the Knicks. And you know what was happening? They bum-ass little brothers was flying under the radar. Y'all are little sons. Until y'all beat us in the playoffs, y'all are little dun-duns. Little dun-dun. What up? Thompson, one of the best defenders. What happened to him to seal the deal? Pardon me. Between the leg, tween, shout out Filet. 3-pointer from the top of the key. Bang! In your face, nigga. The fuck out of here. You could tell when niggas ain't never had nothing. He ain't even know how to celebrate correctly. The ring smash. The East. That's all I gotta say. That's all you can say. Your brain couldn't compute. The fuck out of here, bum ass niggas. You niggas about to have y'all day. Judgment Day is here now, nigga. The playoffs is here. Sit down, stay healthy. Y'all locked up the number 1 seed. So play the bum niggas. The ring all you niggas sit down. We don't want nothing happening. Because we don't want no fucking excuses. Yeah. Judgment Day is here, nigga. You see us, we beating niggas by 50. Judgment Day is here, nigga. Y'all see Cat and Brunson on the bench chopping it up? Yeah. Yeah. Judgment Day is here now. We're going to do our part. Hope y'all do your part. We're going to do our part. Yeah, y'all swept us in the regular season. I thought regular season don't matter no more. It's about the playoffs. It's about the playoffs. Win an NBA playoff series, and I respect you a little bit. But until then, under the wing, dun-duns. Y'all the Knicks' little brothers. Y'all ain't even little brothers. Y'all our nephew. You know you got the nephew that you treat like a little brother. You our nephew.
That's
that
your
niggas our
brother's
little
kids.
nephews.
That's your brother's kid. That's your brother's kids.
Got me waking up this early in the morning talking about these bum-ass Pistons. Blame this Red on Fabian. He know what he be doing. Triggering nigga early in the morning. Fuck the Detroit Pistons. Knicks for life. Bum-ass niggas.
Well, I can just be objective. The Pistons have had one of the greatest turnarounds this decade.
Oh, my God.
This season, 56 wins. They combined for a 54 wins in the 22, 23, and 24 seasons. What a miraculous turnaround by the Pistons. The Monty Williams era.
Man. It's not special. That wasn't a year ago. That's 5 years ago. What are we talking about? They didn't turn it around in 1 year. That's 5 years ago. These niggas getting too much props. Can't stand that picture right there.
Can't stand you.
Too early for this shit, man. If y'all want to wake up all ball in the morning, this is what y'all gonna get. Especially if we talking about Detroit this early, Fabian.
It's a must. We all ball. We love basketball. Just got to shed some light on what's going down. Wake up, all ball. Wake your ass up. Get in there. ABTV3 as the Cash App. All ball.
We
All
are the
ball
God. Hold on. ABTV3, the Cash App. AllBall TV 3 underscores, the Instagram. It should not be a reason why none of those things are being followed. And why the fuck y'all ain't members yet? If y'all gonna get me up in the morning, if you motherfuckers is gonna get me up in the morning, we are the godfathers of delusion. We, Knicks fans, are the godfathers of delusion. Why are the Detroit Pistons fans trying to steal that? So miss me with all of that. Yeah, we the type to brag when we ain't do shit. Y'all can't do that.
Shout out to Sam I Am. And definitely. Woo! Oh, boy, what we doing out here in the mornings? He gets it. Drew. I don't know if it's a 14 or whatever it is, but you getting the bomb regardless.
Big shout out. Big shout out. Like I said, I'm going to say it again. Why the fuck y'all ain't members? Y'all going to get me up this early. Go ahead, Fabian. I apologize. I just seen a comment that triggered me. We are the godfathers of delusion. Yes, we are the ones that forget and act like we didn't win in 78 years. Only we can get away with that, not y'all. Detroit Pistons, you can't beat us. Stop trying. It don't look good on you. It only looks good on us.
Well, speaking of delusion, were the Lakers delusional all season long? Chugging along LeBron James for the first quarter of the year and his sciatica. He had a sprained ankle or whatever they want to call it. His son is an NBA player. JJ Redick is an NBA coach. And now things have gotten worse, all ball, because the real ish.
Hold up. You telling me Easter Sunday morning, the two worst things I ever want to discuss, I'm discussing? So the first episode of Wake Up All Ball on Easter Sunday is two of the worst things I can ever discuss in life. First, it's the fucking Detroit Pistons. Now it's the Lakers. Go ahead, Fabian.
Oh, boy.
I see what this is about.
Oh, listen, we agreed to be professionals.
Nah, you agree to that. I don't agree to that. I don't agree to that. Fuck out of here. And I'm mad that you just quickly switch subjects. How do you feel about the Detroit Pistons glazing themselves? How do you feel about the Detroit Pistons being just as delusional and idiotic and stupid as Knicks fans? Because they look worse than us right now.
Au contraire. They look nowhere near worse than us. The Pistons, the fans, the players, Durant Hulk, they should all feel drunk off this winning. We've seen the OKC Thunder turn things around when they drafted Chet Holmgren, Jalen Williams, #1 seed. And we thought even that season, damn, I don't know, you can win. You're very young. It's new. Can't skip steps. Shout out to Flea. Always keeps us real. Following season, they lose that year, of course, I think, to the Mavericks. Following season, we're still saying the same things. They have to answer the same questions. They become the youngest team in NBA history to win the title. I don't think people are talking about enough. Are we working on an all-ball heart attack this morning? I don't think people are talking about enough if the Pistons. See, you could talk about the dark. Now we got to go into the light a little bit. The Pistons have a lot of what it takes to get over a lot of them shortcomings or the historical flaws of a young team getting a number one seed. They play a style that they jamming you up, man. They play in a style that even the OKC Thunder, the champions, they don't like. Nobody wants to play against them. You got to get iced up after a Pistons game. Their star players are missing games and they still smacking dudes around. I got to respect everything about the reincarnation of the 90s Knicks, the bad boys Pistons, the 2000 Pistons, and they ain't even got Kate in there and they just winning all ball. What if they get past the first round? Then you go into the second round. They have what it takes, the physicality, to get over everything you're talking about right now. Will they name their city streets Cade, Duran, Incredible Hulk, Isaiah Stewart, Beef Stew? They got nicknames now. Now you gave them an Incredible Hulk nickname, old boy. You falling right for the booby trap, man. If these dudes make the finals, they have what it takes to beat every single team in the league in any series. Are we going to keep it real or are we going to lie to ourselves? Which one you want to go with, old boy? Which one do you want to go with?
You just lied to everybody.
Pete?
We are Eddie Kane. The Detroit Pistons is Flash. You want my spot, Flash? Well, you can't get it because you ain't got it. We are Eddie Kane and the Pistons is Flash. Go watch the 5 Heartbeats. Fuck is you talking about? I don't want to hear that shit. It's too early for this.
Listen. You can't. This kind of turnaround doesn't happen without that coach, without them readjusting the front office, the things that we're asking about, old boy, for the Knicks.
So hold on. Let me ask you this. What makes the Pistons so special to where they can skip 3 steps? What makes the Pistons so special that they can go from losing in the first round to now being championship contention and representing the East in the NBA Finals? Let me know a fully healthy Cleveland, a fully healthy Philly, now with Paul George and Embiid, a fully healthy Knicks, a fully healthy Boston. Explain to me how the Detroit Pistons climbs through all of that and skip steps. What makes them so fucking special?
Defense. It said it in the comments. It's defense. Rebounds and defense. That's what wins championships. And if we're being real, we saw there was an Achilles heel to OKC last year. No pun intended. Tyrese Halliburton doesn't tear his. It's a different ball game. And they play a little physical, run up and down the court. But I can't overlook the fact that their star players are missing and they still have the same spirit of defense. They still knocking your man down. They knocking Wemby on the floor. They'll knock Cade on the floor. They want to mix things up. And we know all JB Bickerstaff a year ago, let's not forget, JB Bickerstaff was the one who said, yo, man, I just want the same calls. Give my guys a fair shot. They're getting all the calls. We're a good team too. And now a year later, we are now on the precipice. Shout out to Fleet. On the precipice of history being made. They get fit. Joker doesn't like physicality. SGA don't like physicality. Wemby don't like physicality. Who you got coming out west? Do the Knicks like physicality? Do the Atlanta Hawks like physicality? Do the Celtics like physicality?
This is crazy. When is the first? When does the playoffs officially start? Because the anxiety is killing me. I'm getting triggered. I have anxiety. Like, when is the first NBA playoff start? Especially for the East. Sick of this shit.
Apparently, AllBall, according to the Google AI, the NBA playoffs start April 18th. In less than 2 weeks, the play-in tournament. Oh, the play-in tournament actually starts the 14th. First round of the playoffs is April 18th. This is for all the marbles. It's going down. AllBall.
Less than 2 weeks, y'all. We ramping it up for the playoffs. Y'all already know. We live for every Pistons game. We definitely live for every Knicks game. This shit is going down. Pistons fans, Judgment Day is here, nigga. Judgment Day is here, nigga. The two-shot Dillinger's loaded up, sitting, waiting. April 18th. Judgment Day is here, nigga. Can't nobody run it high no more, Fabian. Nothing matters no more. April 18th, nothing behind matters no more. Nothing from October to April 18th matters no more. Tory B in the building, the beautiful, the lovely, extravagant, sexy, exquisite, elegant. Yeah, Tory B, I'm watching every Pistons game as well as Knicks game. I don't know what y'all thinking. Yeah, I don't run from no smoke. I run towards the smoke. When they yell, fire, fire, I'm running towards it. Now, if they play the same day or the same time as the Knicks, the hell with Detroit. But I'm watching. I don't know what y'all talking about. Yeah. Keep your friends close. Keep your enemies closer.
ABTV3, that's the Cash App. ABTV3, you see it up there. And of course, we want y'all to all follow AllBall TV 3 underscores on Instagram. You will see the logo. We're trying to revamp their Instagram. We're on an old one right now going live just in case you are confused. To kill all confusion. AllBall TV 3 underscores. We will be going live from there soon. Oh, of course. What? If you ain't a member yet, please tell us why. Nothing should be stopping you. What the hell is stopping you from being a member? Again, ABTV3, Cash App, AllBall TV3 underscores. And of course, be a member. Put the jacket on. AllBall.
Look, you
I hate to do this to you, man.
This the new shit. Checking to see if the two-shot Dillinger's clearly on the hip. A lot of Detroit Pistons fans in the building. Back you niggas right up. 2 shots right in the ear, you bum ass.
You going? AllBall. You might have to reload.
That ain't a problem.
Let's get to it. All season long. Talk about the Pistons, regardless of the fact they got that number 1 seed. Ain't nothing fraudulent so far. They documented number 1. But there was another guy, another team, purple and gold. We've been smelling fraud since it started. Fake coach, fake NBA player sons, fake injuries, and now things are coming to a head. This whole Nico Harrison thing must be revisited, by the way. A lot of slander on his name. Luka Doncic goes down, pulls his hamstring. I don't know why people think that's light. When you tear your hamstring, it's a different story. He's out for 6 weeks. And of course, Austin Reeves, out of nowhere, tore his guts up. I don't know what he was doing. The Lakers star was apparently scanned in the wrong area, initially making the Lakers think he wasn't hurt or less hurt, but correct imaging after a second test revealed an oblique injury. JJ Redick is quoted as saying the second MRI was today. Again, I don't know where the chain of command lies with the Dallas imaging, but they scanned the wrong area. Not on our end. We made it explicit what was supposed to be scanned, but they scanned the wrong area. AllBall. Every time the Lakers are up to something and something is supposed to be good, it's always drama. This is led by LeBron, JJ Redick. I don't know how ownership feels, but how are you feeling? Because you always felt like, hey, it's the GOAT. They should be winning the championship. Where do the Lakers stand now with these injuries? A lawsuit is probably pending now. And how do they go forward from this?
They should be fine. They got the greatest player on the planet. What's the problem? Before I get going, the beautiful, the lovely, the extravagant, the sexy, the exquisite, the elegant, Rhonda Flores is in the building. And I'm going to give the OG a second shout out. The beautiful Tori B in the building, all you niggas head tops. Yeah. Lakers fans, Lakers Nation, basketball world. What's the problem? What's the problem? Luka goes down. Reeves go down. Should be okay. You have to go. You have one of the greatest basketball minds on and off the court. I thought LeBron James could take less talent further than anyone. What happened? Why should it stop now? Shouldn't he want this? They should still be championship contention. He's the GOAT, right? Age is just a number. Last couple games, he's flying all over the court. What's the problem? See, this is where everyone that loves LeBron, this is what they relish for. This is the built-in excuse everybody had all season. See, this is comical for me because with Luka and Reeves, people still didn't have them championship contention. So what's the problem now? It's too many excuses for all these superstars. Too many, especially LeBron James. I'm saying you should be fine. You should still be able to get out the first round. Why not? You lost last year in the first round. You won one game with Luka. You can't go to another gear. That's what great players do. Great players don't make no excuses. They don't wait for excuses. They take head on. Pause. Like, so for me, he still got Hachimura, still got Bronny James, still got DeAndre Ayton. I mean, what are we talking about? Sound like a solid roster to me. I laugh because once again, here's another excuse for the king. Another excuse. I got a conspiracy.
Uh-oh.
In the beginning of the season, LeBron was injured, allegedly, right? Stayed out some games. Luka and Reeves looked like they grew a brotherhood, right? They look beautiful together. Two peas in a pod. They were the number 2 seed playing great basketball. JJ Redick even looked less stressed out on the sideline. Did JJ Redick, Luka Doncic, and Austin Reeves conspire to put LeBron James out there? Is this to run LeBron James out of town?
Wait. You hold your horses, AllBall. You jump out and jump back in because we need you clear to us so we can picture us rolling. Let's get to Shams talking about this apparent injury about the Lakers.
Shams, how's this going to affect the Lakers and Luka both moving forward?
This is devastating for both the Lakers and Luka. He's out for the rest of the regular season, but I'm told he will be out indefinitely into the playoffs as well. This is a grade 2 left hamstring strain. And so for a player of Luka Doncic's caliber, the burst that he needs, how he moves.
Fabian,
This
No.
is obviously not
Yeah.
outcome here today for the Lakers. A grade 2 hamstring typically carries somewhere between a 4 to 6 week timetable, so it's uncertain how much time he'll miss after the regular season. For the Lakers, their playoff seeding is now going to be up in the air as well, because going into the final week plus of the regular season, they have a 1-game lead with the third slot in the Western Conference. And for Luka Doncic, the likelihood of him being sidelined to start the playoffs is devastating, crushing for him, but it also puts him in a position where he could be ineligible for postseason awards like MVP and All-NBA team due to the 65-game rule. And his agent, Bill Duffy of WME Basketball, told me today that Luka Doncic and Duffy will be applying for the Extraordinary Circumstances Challenge for the 2 games that he missed due to the birth of a child in Slovenia in December. So he's had arguably the best season of his career. That is now cut short right before the start of the playoffs. He is out indefinitely.
There you have it. Chams Chiranya. The latest on Luka Doncic and the Lakers. All ball by the way, before we get to your conspiracy.
Mo is in the building. I see you, Mo. The beautiful, the lovely, the extravagant, sexy, exquisite, the elegant. Mo was in the building. Yeah, you know them niggas head top, Mo. Bum ass Detroit Pistons fans.
The Lakers are a game ahead of the Nuggets, 2 games ahead of the Rockets, and 4 against the Timberwolves, which seems a little far-fetched here, but not really. LeBron's gonna have to hold it down. You can lose 4 games.
What's their next 4 games?
The Lakers' next 4 games.
To me, that's what's important. Because right now, if they stay in that 3rd seed, they're playing the Minnesota Timberwolves.
You got. They just lost to the Thunder, so Lakers' next couple games.
They didn't lose to the Thunder. They got demolished,
Right.
obliterated, annihilated by the Thunder. Make that clear. They was down 50 with the king on the court.
They're tearing hamstring and obliques. The Mavericks are up next. Boy, oh boy, would Luka have one of
OKC. No, OKC is up next Tuesday.
No, not today. They're playing the Mavs.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay.
So you got the Mavs, OKC again, and of course the Warriors, who are fighting for a playoff play-in, and then they play the Suns. That game, oh my God. Oh my God. What a game to play for your second to last game. Because that's, like you said, the next 4 games. If your 4th game, you lose another 3 games in a row, and you have to play the one and only Dylan the Villain.
Is he back from injury?
I don't know.
But they should be able to beat Dallas in Utah.
Nah. Why? What makes you say that, AllBall?
So are we not going to hold the GOAT accountable, responsible? So now they can't win? How are you considered the GOAT? This is what I'm saying. My conspiracy, I really believe that the Lakers are leaving LeBron James out high and dry. This is how you get LeBron James away from LA. Luka and Austin Reeves, if you could build a good team around them, you see what it looks like. The Lakers are trying to get from up under LeBron, Ramon James. And there's a beautiful way to do it. Go ahead and get swept in the first round.
Why you got to bring up his Dominican side, bro? We ain't got nothing to do with this.
I'm going to go back to my conspiracy because y'all all be thinking I'm crazy. JJ Redick, Austin Reeves, Luka Doncic. Did they conspire to say, you know what? We ain't championship contention anyway. We're not going to be able to do anything until we get this guy out of here. He holds us hostage. We can't make no trades, can't get nobody over here. We got to get him out of here. You know what? Ha ha ha. pull a hammy. Next game, the doctors looked at the wrong side.
Hold on.
The Dallas doctors,
Hold on.
probably some of the best ever,
Wait a minute.
looked at whatever email, whatever paperwork was sent from the Lakers, not from AllBall, who ain't got no good health insurance, right? I'm pretty sure you can mistake anything I send you. Who this nigga, right? You got an email or a letter from the Lakers saying we need you to take a look at one of our best players. And they looked at the wrong side.
Stay right there, old boy. The same organization you made the Luka trade with, all of a sudden provided the wrong paperwork for the MRI of one of your star players.
This will be LeBron James' last year in the Lakers uniform. Simple. The Lakers have had enough of LeBron. Them niggas ain't hurt. Miss me with that, allegedly, huh? We're trying to get zapped. I seen Austin Reeves grab his right side and then the next thing he grabbed his left because he's like, oh shit, forgot. Who they fooling over here? Who are y'all fooling? With LeBron James, high blood pressure, high blood cholesterol, right? Everything up here. When he's off the court and not around, smooth sailing. We seen the Lakers without LeBron James. We seen the Lakers with LeBron James. Y'all think he's going to continue to be the third option, especially in the playoffs? Do you believe that? You don't think he wants to be the sole reason the Lakers get to a finals? You think he's going to allow Luka to be the reason while he's on the court? This is fool's gold. Are you kidding me? That man ain't reverting to no third option in the playoffs. Give me the goddamn basketball. I'm the king. Kang, K-A-N-G. You don't think JJ in the organization knows this? In the playoffs, they are going to be a disaster. No matter who got injured, no matter who got hurt. Because your man will never take a back seat. That's what it is. And they know he don't care about winning no title. He wants to look good. He loves to hear he's beating Father Time. Every time he gets a fast break dunk or gets an alley-oop, everybody goes berserk. Oh my God, you see how old he is? How much longer can he play? Listen, you talk about creating a Frankenstein. Listen, man, the man is a great player. Can't take that away from him. He's definitely one of the greatest to ever do it. Whether he's in your top 5, top 3, top 2, top 1, that's a discussion for another time. But we cannot ignore that this man has ruined the Lakers since he's been there. That is a fact. If you look at the record, the tenure of LeBron James with the Lakers and what they stand for, it's a failure. It's a failure. Laker fans don't even respect that bubble championship. So I don't care what nobody else says. If the fan base don't respect it, I don't care what nobody else say. At the end of the day, this is where the truth comes out. Nobody wants to play with LeBron. The Lakers don't want LeBron there. Diehard Laker fans don't like LeBron James on the Lakers. And we all know him taking a back seat, being the third option, coming into the playoffs, that wasn't going to happen. So for me, I think this is a blessing in disguise. Hopefully they get swept. Hopefully LeBron to see that, okay, I'm not loved here anymore. Was I ever loved? I was never going to be Kobe. I was never going to be revered and loved like Kobe. And when you look at the track record, it's horrific. Play-ins, missed playoffs, knocked out in the first round, swept. You ain't getting no statue. Bro, they're trying to run you out of town. They have their guy for the next 10 plus years. They have their duo for the next 10 plus years. You're in the way. And you know what they just said? We got to figure out a way to get you out the way. That's my conspiracy. But for people to just give up and say, you know, now they don't have nobody. Once again, I thought LeBron James is one of the only players that can take lesser talent further than anybody. What's stopping him now? What's stopping him now? Listen, it's over. Pack them up. Like he said, go to Cleveland. Fuck them up. Right? But, yeah, Fabian, this couldn't happen at a better time. I love it. Love it. Hopefully we'll be not seeing the Lakers within the next month. Pack these niggas up. They will get swept. But who's going to be to blame? Is it going to be because Luke and Reeves is injured? Or are people going to finally see he's not the GOAT and never was the GOAT and never will be the GOAT? Because you don't make excuses for GOATs. They go out on their shield. Did Leonidas complain about 300 going up against 1 million? I'm going to say it again. Did Leonidas complain when he only had 300? You go out on your shield. Told y'all Judgment Day is coming. It ain't only for the Pistons. It's for the bum-ass Lakers and LeBron James. The ride is almost over, y'all. This nigga is almost gone. Pop a bottle.
LeBron is 300 years old. Oh boy, I was laughed at. I was laughed at when I said he's a third option, man. He's a third option. What are y'all talking about right now? Do we watch sports? Or are we wishing and playing video games? Oh boy, what? You know what's more interesting to me? What did that Dallas image look like when they returned it back to the Lakers? Did they say that Austin Reeves had gas? What did the Lakers? What were you doing in Dallas getting the wrong MRI? Why didn't you send him to LA or to friendly territory? That's what gives your conspiracy a lot of credence to me, because we all know, look how we treat Brunson right now. Frankenstein, you better get your act together. This is not LA. You will walk these streets and we will tell you about yourself. LeBron James has never been enamored, never been accepted by no damn Lakers fans. And they try to lie to me. Said, bro, there's no way after Kobe you like this guy. They're in trouble. Barney Rubble, the Lakers in trouble.
But stay there. Why are they in so much trouble if you have LeBron James? Like, in all seriousness, no trolling, no joking around. Excuse me. Why are they in so much trouble if they have LeBron James?
Besides the age, he's not anywhere near in the kind of basketball phase of his life to lead anything. And that's where the Lakers made a big mistake. And those new owners said, yo, we ain't hitching our wagon to no 50-year-old. That's not how this thing goes. Remember, these same guys own the Dodgers. We're gonna get all the young superstars. We ain't getting the old ones. Matter of fact, we're gonna get rid of the other guy. That's your man. That was the first domino. Bling. AD, you clutch, right? Out of here. And they got Luka. They were in trouble because of the nepotism. Look what the Pistons did. The Pistons got rid of a whole bunch of people in that organization that were way too tied into family. And the Knicks, we're stepping in that territory. So I think the Lakers finally said, yo, enough is enough, bro. Enough is enough. You're LeBron. We get it. Appreciate the money or whatever came with that celebrity, but we can't have this. Even in his prime, it was an issue. Even in his prime, it's an issue. See, we always talk about reference a significant other, whoever you messing with, and taking the baggage along if it's worth it. It was worth it 10 years ago. It was worth it 7 years ago. It ain't worth it right now. It's always something. It's always some drama. And the Lakers are comfortable with drama. So the question really is, well, old boy, I think you're trying to say also, yo, if the organization that's used to Hollywood, that's used to drama, doesn't want to put up with your drama, that speaks volumes to where we are for the Lakers in their history.
Yeah, but what I'm not going to allow is, and let me make this crystal clear. Can't stand the Lakers. I'm a LeBron hater. Yes. For reasons unknown. Let's leave it there, right? I'm unapologetic. Can't stand the Lakers. But what I'm not going to allow on my watch is for everybody to continue to make an excuse for LeBron James. You can't have it both ways. You can't have he's playing great basketball, he's beat Father Time, and now you run into some adversity, and now all of a sudden he's 87 years old, he can't do it. Which one is it? Which one is it? Because when he catches an alley-oop, Reggie Miller glazes like no other. So which one is it? Which one is it? Like, come on, with this guy, it's come on, man. This nigga's like Venom. Little pieces of him drop on you and that shit spread. That's what happened to Reeves in them. Like, get this shit off of me. Come on, bro. That nigga's Venom and that shit spread all over y'all and all y'all go for it. I'm not going for that. No. Nigga, you still healthy. You playing at a high level like everybody say. You beat Father Time. You still can play at this level. You still on the court doing all this. Go get the job done. Leonidas almost did it. Leonidas almost did it. You go do it. Get your Lakers out the first round or make it a competitive series. 6-7 games down the wire, overtime games. Games where y'all got to lose, with a buzzer beater. Not 4 straight games getting smoked. Nah, man, stop making excuses for this nigga. And right now, that's what it is. The sad part is LeBron and Lakers fans probably love this moment because now they have the excuse in their back pocket. Come on, man. Not on my watch. Fuck out of here. You got the best head coach, the best mind in basketball. You got the greatest GM and the greatest mind on and off the court with LeBron James. Get the job done. Get the job done. I watched Spo do it for how many seasons? I watched Eric Spoelstra with that Miami Heat roster with an injured Jimmy Butler, a Bam, and 10-day contract niggas make playoff series come what's the word I'm looking for? You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Why is it different for the King? Why?
Why is it
I watched Eric Spoelstra. His best player was Jimmy Butler. Take Boston Celtics in Game 7. Win playoff series. Put fear in people's hearts. You remember that roster with Kate Vincent and them niggas? Why LeBron can't do that? Why JJ Redick can't do that? Stop telling me certain shit can't be done when it's been done. I'm going to say it again. Leonidas did it. You go do it, nigga. Or stop comparing yourself and telling everybody you're the greatest. If you're going to just flat out give up and bow down. Come on, bro.
Now, speaking of players in their prime or entering it or somewhere near it, a chance to go see it somewhere down the line in the next coming months. Crazy matchup yesterday. Joker goes for 40 on Wemby's head top. Let's not forget, the reason why this matchup is so important is because Wembanyama has been campaigning for MVP. So much so, it's been getting out of hand, all ball. This is how him and his teammates reacted to the MVP campaign a couple weeks ago.
We're shooting more threes.
And this year, earlier, I had my only games with 0 threes attempted, so I was being super aggressive to the rim. And it's just me trying to experience different things, right? Come here, Caleb. Come on with this.
Is that your barber back there?
What's up, Calvin?
That's my guy right here. Best player in the world, MVP. If anybody else got anything to say, come holler at me.
Oh, interesting words from Keldon Johnson, old ball. Interesting words from Keldon Johnson. If anybody got something to say, come holler at you. Well, somebody did, old ball. Former MVP. 3 of them things. He wasn't playing with your man yesterday. He heard what your man had to say yesterday.
But Nikola Jokic has been ridiculous. MVP matchup. Jokic fading away. Ridiculous! Oh my gosh.
I would like to say, old ball, on your head top. Let's talk about it. We've been saying it. The reason why Wemby being this competitive and campaigning himself as the MVP is because it will bring back competitiveness. And Joker, for all the slack he gets for not caring about the game, he sure looked like he cared about going up against Wemby last night. Oh, boy, what are your thoughts? Joker, the real MVP?
This is why, and I don't have them being a threat, but this is why a lot of the basketball world, season after season, has the Denver Nuggets as championship contention for one guy only. And that's Nikola Jokic, a.k.a. the Joker. You can't argue that every season he's up there 1 or 2 best player in the NBA. There's no argument for that. You can't argue that, especially with the numbers, right? And when you look at that roster, Gordon in and out the lineup, Jamal Murray, very inconsistent. In one stance, Jamal Murray looks like one of the best point guards in the NBA All-Star, and then next thing you know, he goes missing, right? But there's one thing you can say consistently, on a consistent basis. The Joker is going to be him. Consistently. And what's scary is if he can get a guy alongside of him that could be just as consistent as him, wow. If the Joker wins 2 to 3 rings, the basketball world will be shooken up because that top 5, top 10 will change immediately. But San Antonio, like the Detroit Pistons, needs to be humbled. Need to relax. Y'all ain't do shit. Great season. Humble yourselves. Because the fall is much larger. Listen, the fall is going to be much larger if you don't humble yourself. We know how great Wemby is. He's an MVP candidate for a reason. Stop begging for shit. SGA said it perfect. Let my game talk, bro. Real niggas ain't got to beg for nothing. Y'all know that, right? Real niggas don't beg for money. Real niggas don't beg for the boom boom. Real niggas don't beg for nothing. It just comes to them. It just happens because they work shows, right? San Antonio, calm down. Y'all drinking too much of your own juice. They are the Pistons of the West. Great season, MVP candidate. Wemby's been a superstar, but his superstardom has went up another level this year, right? But the joke in Denver humbled you. The All-Star game, World against US, humbled you. I love what Wemby represents, but relax, bro. Relax. You ain't an MVP yet. You ain't a champion yet. Relax. They doing too much. So for me, Wemby needs to understand that you need to calm down because you're going to drive yourself crazy. There are a lot of great players in the NBA, dog. a lot, at least 5 to 10 that every year they're going to compete for that MVP. You're not going to be the guy that's going to be winning it by a big gap, right? So I think the Spurs, also like the Detroit Pistons, the glaze on themselves is too much. And if they don't calm down and relax and come back to earth a little bit, you're going to get humbled because there's teams out there that's hungry, that's thirsty, that looks at all of that and uses that as motivation. Don't think my man Ant-Man ain't somewhere sitting back in the cut. He lives for this. I told you he's my second best player in the NBA besides Jalen Brunson. He looks at things like this and go, yeah, I got you niggas. So, big shout out to Wemby, but the Spurs need to calm down because as our brother Flea says, why y'all so special to skip steps? Y'all still young. Y'all still show that y'all young. Like I said, had a great season. You caught everybody off guard. But now Judgment Day is here. Doesn't matter no more. A lot of these teams that are playing great basketball, you already have your seeding. There's 4-5 games the most left. It doesn't matter no more. Regular season is over. You need to start gearing up and worrying about what really matters. Do you want the MVP that bad? Or do you want to be hoisting the trophy that really matters? Pick one. Because it seems like y'all forgot what's at hand. What's the real task? What's the real goal? You keep worrying about that MVP. When the last time you talked about having an opportunity to be a champion and hoist the NBA Finals MVP? Joker humbled your ass last night. Don't get humbled to get in the playoffs. Stay focused and get the real job done.
In all fairness, I have heard Wemby recently say, if you're going to compare me to all the great players in history, MVPs, championships, he wants all the hardware, right? But, I see Jesse in the building, biggest Spurs fan on Twitter. You guys share the same fervor for Greg Popovich. We wish him well, but the overratedness of him as a coach. But I do got to ask 2 questions in one real quick, AllBall. Would Wemby be acting like this if Pop was his coach, and why?
No, maybe not as much. Maybe not as much because Pop is going to help you understand what really matters. Hey, if you're MVP, fine. But we want championships. Tim Duncan is considered one of the greatest. They rarely bring up his MVPs. Rarely. So that was a great question. If Pop was there, would Wemby be able to make a case for himself? Yes, I don't see no problem with that. But sometimes you can go overboard. Enough is enough. You said it one time. That's it. Now go out, let your play speak for you, which it has been. It's just that there's other guys in the league that's been playing just as well. So, yeah, I don't think Pop would allow that as much, because you have to go along with the times. You can't continue to be a stickler. Like I said, we talked about the women's UConn head coach, and then you compare that to Dawn Staley and just how the times have changed, right? TikTok, Instagram, social media. These guys are younger. So, remember, back in the days, guys were playing 3-4 years in college, so you were getting an adult, right? But now you have a team full of young guys, and they're with the time. So it's okay to allow some guys to, go along with the times. But at the end of the day, we are an organization that we want to raise banners. And we are not going to sacrifice a regular season MVP for the championship. So, yeah, I think Pop would definitely have him a little more focused on winning the championship than just constantly focusing on the MVP of the regular season.
But I think he's going for everything. Defensive Player of the Year. I think he wants the MVPs. He's taking on the American swagger. And that's the only thing I got to disagree on, which you made a couple great points, bringing up TikTok. Wemby has like the most viewed highlight in NBA history. Victor Wembanyama has the most viewed highlight in NBA history. I would think that plays a part into his team coming up to Popovich, maybe having a Kawhi struggle where you go, I don't care what your organization is about. We trying to get this guy $1 billion off the court. So I think the politics will kick in there. Now, that struggle would lead Pop to tell him, yo, bro, I get it, but calm some of that down. You want to be in line with these guys? He'll play a tape of Duncan, Jordan, Akeem, and how humble they were when it was time to go for these things. But I digress. Great answer to the question, AllBall, because what Joker did yesterday was remind everybody, yo, bro, I've been this. Whatever you trying to be, I've been did that. I got the rings. I got the trophies. They put me as top 10 all time. You ain't there yet. Let me show you why.
But real quick, that's why I'm saying this Spurs team needs to humble themselves, because you have a Denver with Joker. You have a Minnesota with Ant-Man, right? And you have a Clippers. I don't know if is the Clippers in the play-in at least? Hell no. Lord have mercy.
They are.
Right? But the point I'm trying to make is they still have Kawhi Leonard, but you have teams that they look at y'all and see how, you know, y'all are just getting out of control and haven't done anything yet. You don't think teams and coaches are looking at y'all going, I want that. I want to humble you, right? So just imagine you get a Denver Spurs matchup in the playoffs, and you hear all this noise if you're Joker about Wemby now. Bro, that's fuel. That motivates you. So that's what I'm saying. The Spurs are putting a target on their back when they don't have to. Just go out and play basketball and respect the game, and the game will respect you. Wemby is a great player. He's going to continue as long as he can stay healthy to be a great player. You don't have to beg for it. If you go back to all the greats that he say he wants to be named with, none of them ever begged for anything. None of them.
I totally disagree, because as much as we think they didn't, you know, what Pop would preach is make the commercials, let the highlights speak for themselves. Jordan was doing that. They were all LeBron called himself the king coming into the league, and he had to answer that bell. And you need the promotion. The same thing we talked about with Caitlin Clark yesterday. You need the hype, especially in this era where it's even worse, which is why you made a great point where people fed into the hype so crazy. Nancy Lieberman said she's the best guard ever. They drank too much of the juice. I will admit that. But without that, you don't get the most highlights ever, because you got this giant that's living up to a standard that we really haven't seen in NBA. All the big guys like that got hurt, and now he's in position to go be a top dog, win Defensive Player of the Year, MVP in the same year. The only way you're going to get to that next level are with challenges. And if him doing that brings out the best from the competition, then if he's real, as you saying he is, that he wants to be like, then he's going to show and prove. Steel sharpens steel. Yeah, bring me that. I want that. I want to see how to get better. I want to see what not to do. And I got to totally compliment and keep commending Wemby to keep doing that, because when it's time to be humbled, you will be humbled. You will know, you know what? I'm talking about individual stuff too much. I want the rings, but you can't get there without getting over the arrogance. And sometimes you need you know how it is. We were all young. Sometimes you need to act like you did it already. Sometimes you got to act like you did it already to gain confidence. And I fucks with Wemby. I just love the fact that when LeBron was doing it, it felt fake. When KD was doing it after a while, it felt fake. I like Giannis's swagger. I like Giannis being that arrogant and being authentic. I can't deny Wemby's authenticity the same way we can't deny Joker's authenticity when he's fake not caring. Meanwhile, you care, bro. You ain't that nice and you don't care. So I can appreciate having different personalities. If you don't mess with Wemby, all right, go mess with Joker. SGA I don't know. A lot of it is extra, but it's working. As long as it's you, I'm with it. But I can't be mad at putting the pressure on an MVP, a champion like Joker, who is regarded as a top 10 center by many people. And Wemby's challenging that dude, bro, we seen it with Kobe and Mike. Kobe really went to the All-Star game and said, I was giving it to Mike in the All-Star game. I'm mad at George Karl for the rest of my life for benching me in the fourth quarter. How the hell do you remember the fourth quarter of a 98 All-Star game? Because I'm competitive. I want to win. I want to embarrass you. Nah, they saying you better. Nah, I'm better. When it comes down to history, they're going to remember me before you. That's what they're fighting over. They're fighting over for historical fame. So I love that Wemby did that challenge and he's going campaigning. And of course, I love that Joker showed him, yo, dog, the OG's in the building. I got this.
Yeah, I mean, just my last point. You know, I love what Wemby represents. I agree with that as well. But enough begging. Nobody loves a beggar. Ask a woman. If a nigga keep begging her, what happens? Bro, y'all coming off weird at some point. Like, that was weird to me. Bro, you made your statement. You said what you said. SGA responded. You hear them talking. You hear them asking Joker if he's the MVP this season. Wemby needs to realize some guys in the NBA don't give a fuck about regular season MVPs. They want to win championships. Bro, just play. You made your statement. You made your point. That's it. We know how life works. You say what you say, and that's it. You let the results happen.
But you don't think he's doing that?
No.
No. Well, hold on. We do have other players that I don't want to go to Caitlin Clark. Other players that have been hyped, and you go, you ain't that dude, bro. You ain't. Look at what happened with Paolo Banchero this summer, and Flea's going crazy. I'm like, yo, dog. Cade has shown, boom, boom, boom. Every year I'm getting better, and there's no hype behind him. I'm putting hype behind him, and he's showing improving. I think Wemby this year has shown improved. He's again going to go down Defensive Player of the Year, MVP candidate. I think he has what you're saying. You just tired of the campaigning again button, but
right.
I don't see it as begging. I see it as it's the social media era.
Yeah, listen, I understand. And some of you guys have a big enough social media that you don't have to beg. You don't. Like I said, he said it already. Why do you have to continue to keep saying it? Listen, he's a great player, and he's going to continue to be great. And I love watching Wemby. Like I told you, I love what he represents. I love how he cares about the game. He cares about winning and losing. I love all of that. I'm saying stop coming off as if now it's being strategic. It's like clearly that what y'all just did, y'all practiced that. Like, bro, go out and play the game. If it's meant, it's going to happen for you. But if it doesn't, it's not the end of the world. There's still a bigger task at hand, the NBA championship. I'm saying, which one do you want more? Because if you win an MVP this season, but you don't win a championship, then what? What? I'm going to say it again. Nobody cares. My guy Ant-Man said, he didn't say if I win an MVP, I'm good. He said, if I win me a championship, I'm good. Some players are worrying about the bigger things. Pause. So I just feel like Wemby the Spurs, they need to relax because it's coming off as begging. That's just my opinion. It doesn't mean he's not a great player. No, I still love Wembanyama. That kid is tough, and he's going to continue to be great. But, bro, slow down. Slow down, because while y'all joking and playing and think everything is a game, you got teams like Denver with the Joker who's dead serious. Who's dead serious. So, that's all.
Oh, Ball is not going Colin Cowherd. He's just stating the facts. Just Knicks, thank you for your 199. Kicking off these super chats. Knicks going to the finals. Book it. Hold on, before I read the rest of these super chats, I gotta go to Jay Bird real quick. He didn't send us no money because he said, I'll cash app you ninjas when the gas price goes down. Jay Bird.
I ain't mad at you, bro.
At all. At all. But by the way, if you ain't got to pay for gas or you got low gas money, ABTV3. That's the cash app, baby Bubba. ABTV3. Follow us on Instagram, of course, AllBall TV 3_. And join the membership. What's stopping you from being a member? Let us know. ABTV3 is the cash app. Back to the super chats. Sam I am. Thank you for your 499. 1989, 1990, 2004, over 1973. We aren't like the Knicks. We hang championship banners. You talking about making the Eastern Conference Finals? Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, Sam,
Paying-
I am.
Paying for the hate all ball. Always accept that check. Drew, thank you for your 499. Don't worry, Knicks fans. My Hornets gonna get them up out of here in the first round. Now we got Charlotte fans
I commend you for
for being
bragging about being a Charlotte Hornets fan. If I wish I could see you 499 for even being comfortable saying I'm a Charlotte Hornets fan.
Askiani, thank you for your $5. Y'all wilding out this morning, man. Go Pistons and Michigan ball.
Oh,
I'm rooting for Michigan, Dominican kid, but Detroit, thumbs down.
I hope Detroit don't think this is like a sign from the gods. The Michigan's gonna win it all, so it's our time. The fuck? I told you, bro. Leave the delusion to the New York Knicks fan base. Y'all go get your own shit. Let us be the delusional fan base of all time, please.
Guru, thank you for your 499. We took OKC to overtime with our bench and G League players. So quote the late great Prodigy. We had to do that. Y'all some shook ones. See you in the second round if you like. We had to. Why didn't you mention the Detroit rapper? Eminem or some shit.
That was a good post though.
It was ill, man.
These niggas is savvy. I told you, man. We listen. We are all bizarros of each other. Like they are the bizarro Knicks. Like that was good. I can't wait to meet these niggas in the playoffs. Oh my god.
Sam I am. Thank you for your 499. Real talk. When will y'all break down the first round matchups? Philly won't be easy. That's coming up soon. Like we said, the play-in is the 14th and the playoffs officially start the 18th. So that week, we're gonna have to really get aligned with everything and see what's going on. What are the Knicks facing? What's going on the West Coast? Who is the toughest matchups for each top team in the East and the West?
Yeah, Sam I am. We gotta wait till everything is official. Right? Once all the seedings is official, because we still got games left. Remember, Cleveland could bump up to the third seed depending on how things go. So it ain't guaranteed that we're playing Philly yet. So until everything is stamped, we're just waiting for that. We definitely gonna have a preview of the East and West playoffs, especially the East.
Aaron, thank you for your 1999. Happy Easter, fellas. OG, you said a whole lot of nothing. Go win some puss. It's been 50 years. Go win some puss. I think he's gonna call you pussy. Go listen to Cat Talk. The only thing the Knicks got going for themselves is AllBall TV and Detroit. Run that. Y'all little bros. Knicks suck, bro. You know what's one of the worst things I hate, AllBall? Is a compliment wrapped up in some backsmack.
Listen, I love it. Keep with the hate, because you ain't gonna get nothing but hate from me. I love it though. Listen, I said it from the beginning when Detroit Pistons started, showing us love and supporting. I've said it from the gate. I love their fan base because they remind me of us. They gonna fight for their team, their city. They ain't backing down, and they don't give a fuck about you. So I love it, man. I love it. Keep it up. But Judgment Day is here. Can't none of us run no more. We here now.
David Smith, thank you for your 499. Mike Brown clearly limiting Cat stats this year. And if this ends up costing Cat All NBA, if I were Cat, I would file a lawsuit for the millions he lost.
I mean, David Smith. Yeah, I can't be mad at your conspiracy because I come up with my own crazy nut conspiracy theories. But David Smith, we have to be honest. The beginning of the season, and sorry for cutting you off, Fabian. The beginning of the season, Cat was keeping himself off the floor, not being able to stay on the floor. Remember how many games in the first quarter he had 2 fouls. Second quarter, he commits his 3rd foul, right? He just started being able to stay on the floor, not committing them silly offensive fouls and things of that nature. And he got a little better with defense. So, David Smith, I get where you're going. In a sense, you can have a case, but we have to tell the whole story. Like the first half of the season, Cat was keeping himself limited on the floor because of the dumb shit he was doing. But I get where you're going. I'm over Mike Brown too, my guy.
Not to mention, we've stated this a couple times already. The only Knick who had a great year with Mike Brown is Deuce McBride. Everybody else had a down season. We're all disappointed in everybody's play. Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges, Mitchell Robinson is up and down. If he's limiting Cat stats, which sounds, I gotta be careful with that word. He's limiting everybody's statistics. Jalen Brunson, the captain, doesn't look great in this system. So, David Smith, we always appreciate you holding on your guy, but
yeah. But hold up, right? Just real quick. No, you good. But big shout out Rodney Smiles too, man. Appreciate it. Love y'all too. Listen, love everybody in the chat. Big shout out to everybody in the chat, especially the members. But big shout out to the whole chat. Y'all show up night in and night out, man. The love y'all show is insane. So yeah, go blue and orange, right? But come on, man, to get Detroit Pistons fans to tell us they love our platform, that shit means the world the world to us. But Fabian, no one looks good in Mike Brown's system, but we have to also be honest, right? Oh man, Chris got the munchies. I'm Pistons fan, but y'all entertaining as hell. Yo, man, listen, we try to inform, but we try to also be entertaining, but we try to also be as honest and real as possible. And y'all allow that, and y'all help us with that. So y'all don't understand how comfortable y'all make us feel, right? Because we don't have to be up here fronting. We can tell y'all kiss our ass, go to hell, and y'all can tell it to us right back, and it's all love. So, all seriousness, like how y'all engage in the comments and the love and support y'all show us, the hate y'all show us. Listen, it's real and it's official. We appreciate y'all for real. But
Chris got the munchies. Don't tell my kids. I love your name.
Fire. David Smith, Fabian says something real quick, and yeah, everyone hasn't looked good in Mike Brown's system, but we got to tell a whole story, even if it's a small story. Guys got to hit shots. How many games have we seen guys just not knock down shots wide open? Like, just think about if all season Mikal and OG just gave us their average, right? Just imagine if all season Brunson didn't dip off a little bit. Just like guys got to knock down shots. So I get, what everybody is saying, but Fabian, how many times has Cat not shot a three? And he's the best shooting three big man in NBA history. How many times have we seen OG and Bridges just put brick up after brick? How many times have we seen Brunson just be short on his shots? Guys got to knock down shots. As much as we dislike Mike Brown and think his system doesn't work, knock down shots. That's what kills us. When we watch other teams, I'm going to go to the Detroit Pistons. I can't stand this shit, but we have to be honest. Guys are injured. Those guys come and give 100%, and they knock down their shots.
Yeah, but we're now in game 75, and now everyone sounds like how Cat sounded like before the season started. I don't know what my role is. I got to figure this out. Yeah, that's not a Mikal Bridges. It's not just one person saying this. They're all saying this now. So I can't sit there and say, this is everybody got knocked on their shots. They don't know how to. They're all confused.
Baby, hold on. A game that you've been playing since probably the age of 8, 9, 10. So if you going on 30, the game you've been playing for 20 years at a high level. Some of these guys were in college winning national titles. You telling me you forgot how to score the basketball? Okay, you can struggle with the system, but if you're wide open, bro, you clink 4 straight threes.
Yeah, but is this the first time in NBA history we've seen players that don't like their coach? We see Magic Johnson fire his coach, bro. Like, when you don't like a system, he didn't win. All right, you'll get rid of him. We didn't win because of him. This is what happens. And they're doing it in real time. We're seeing it. Social media era. We get to comment on it, and the fan base goes crazy. Bro, it hasn't changed since what Cat said from the beginning of the year. That's alarming. It's not like Cat said, watch, wait till the playoffs. There is no confidence coming from us. That's my issue with this. So, yeah, when it gets around to the wide open three and a wide open shot, should Mikal Bridges show something more? Of course. But if Josh Hart is coming out trying to defend him, he's not asked to do that right now. So what the hell is he asked to do? Maybe stop asking. Go do it is your point. But nobody wants to be the bad guy. Nobody wants to be the bad guy. And a part of that is what you just said. JB Bickerstaff, from JB Bickerstaff on to the 15th guy on the bench, they're all aligned with the same culture. We're not aligned with the same culture on this team. And it's led by the coach.
And once again, I 100% agree. That's not the point I'm making. I don't care how much you dislike the offense. I don't care how much you have difficulty running the system. What does that have to do with when you got the ball in your hands, making a layup, making the right play, knocking down the open shot? How many times has Melo said the triangle is difficult? Did that stop Melo from knocking down wide open shots? Did that stop him from getting 50 and 60 balls? Like that's the point I'm trying to make. We all agree the system is not good for this team. Mike Brown isn't a good coach for this team. We all agree to that. I'm not knocking that. But what does the system have to do with Mikal Bridges or OG being wide open? Okay, was the system a problem the other night against the Chicago Bulls?
No.
That's my point. And I said, why can't we play like that night in and night out?
Stay right there. Stay right there. What did we look like and feel like against the Bulls that we've been lacking the whole season? Confidence. Like, there's no way possible that if we don't feel confident, things like that happen. Miss layups, miss plays, miss everything. When you're fully confident, that's what happens with the Pistons.
Let me cut you off.
Even what you said about the Spurs.
No, all right, let me cut you off. Confidence. Right, let me cut you off. All right, why are we confident against the Bulls, but not confidence against the Pistons, the OKCs, the Clevelands? Is that a Mike Brown problem? Or hold on, or is it you niggas' problem? Because what you see across from you can't fuck with. What's come on, bro?
Did we feel that way when we had Tibbs here?
No. I listen.
I'm just listen. It's the same. It's the same players, bro.
No, but we can't continue to keep making excuses for these niggas.
But it's not. Hold on, bro. Hold on. That's not an excuse,
bro. Against Tibbs being a head coach, we still had major problems, bro. We wanted him fired, right? So hold on. You said something that was great. I don't want to gloss over that because I know we was about to wrap it up. But hold on. You said against Chicago, the difference was we look confident, right?
Yes.
Against Denver, we look confident. Why don't we look confident like that more times than not then? What was the difference with the confidence? How was that put on Mike Brown that we look how we look against the Pistons, but against Chicago, against Denver, we look like we're a confident basketball team? How do we blame that on Mike Brown?
Because I think the first thing that Tibbs did when he saw that team and he got Cat is he said, yo, this is how he likes to play. I cannot. First of all, number one, Thibodeau was lucky he don't have no intricate schemes. He kept it simple. Yo, we're going to do this. We're going to run these kind of plays. I'm playing 7 guys. He kept it very simple. There was nothing to think about. You know this. You know if you go into anywhere, if you're talking to the younger AllBall or the younger Fabian, if you're talking to a girl, the more thinking you're doing, you're messing this up. When you overthink anything, you're messing it up. There was not too much thinking about a Tom Thibodeau system. We know who's playing 85,000 minutes. We know who's supposed to get the ball when and where, at what time in the game. All of a sudden this year, not only do you get a new coach, you get a new system by a guy who we do not believe in. He's not even an authoritative figure. He can't even enforce his mentality, his spirit, whatever his schemes are. So you got the head of the snake, all soft-spoken. The combination of this weakens the rest of the body. And that's what we're seeing, no matter how great these guys are. Kobe got him fired in 5 games. The Sacramento Kings, a young squad, got rid of him. There's a rule for this. Matt Barnes came out and said, he's a nice guy, but he's not meant to be a leader of men. That equals what we're seeing now with the lack of confidence.
Excuse me. Another 50-win season, a 3rd seed. I mean, if we want to talk literal, right? Because I shy away from that because You know, to me, I don't like it. The analytics, but if we want to be for real, Mike Brown has us in the same spot as Tom Thibodeau. I'm not saying we can't blame Mike Brown, and that's the part that we're all going to disagree. Listen, y'all are getting me wrong. I'm not saying Mike Brown isn't the fault for anything. I'm saying if guys knock down their shots all season and play with some type of mental toughness, we wouldn't be having this conversation. How much of that do you put on Mike Brown? That's what I'm asking. I'm not saying he doesn't get any blame, but how much blame does the players get for not being able to knock down shots? Because sometimes the system looks like it can work. The spray three, we seen it ran once or twice in the game where we go, oh shit. We see Cat and Brunson one time run a play with each other where we go, oh shit. So I'm just asking, how much blame do we put on the players and how much blame do we put on Mike Brown? These guys got to knock down shots, bro.
So stay right there, because I was going to leave it for later, but it just fits in perfectly. Because Mike Breen was on the air the other day and all the fans were going crazy reacting to it about Knicks fans' expectations this season.
Knicks fans and many in the media and many within the organization who feel that this season would be considered a disappointing one if the Knicks don't make the NBA Finals. How about that?
Unequivocally.
If that doesn't show you tremendous progress to go to the point where a non-finals appearance is a disappointment, how many years where it was considered a huge success if they even clinched a playoff berth, as Sexton knocks that down.
Yeah, before the Pistons came on and Tatum came back and Harden, the Knicks were the favorites for everyone to do it.
Yeah, I mean, obviously a championship is what everyone wants, and that's the goal. But just remember where the franchise was before Leon Rose arrived. And Leon Rose and his staff have done a tremendous job. And then you think about some of the play, like Julius Randle was a big part of the turnaround. Tom Thibodeau, a big part of the turnaround. And, of course, Jalen Brunson, a key figure in turning this struggling franchise around. It's amazing. And sometimes it's easy to forget there were a lot of dark years. And now that blows me away, where it'd be a disappointment if they don't get to the NBA Finals. Now, they still feel confident they can get there. It's not going to be easy. They've been up and down, very inconsistent. But we've seen a number of this particular Knicks roster and their ability to raise their game in the postseason, and that, of course, is led by Jalen Brunson.
So, of course, those comments had Knicks Twitter going crazy, but it leads us back to this same point. The reason why it's important that we have confidence and we're arguing, going back and forth about why we lack confidence and why I believe Mike Brown was the most important piece, the ingredient to, hey, could he be the reason why we lack cohesion? The number one primary reason, besides Brunson, he will get all the blame after the season. That's how we gonna do. Yeah. For Mike Brown to all of a sudden for Mike Breen to all of a sudden start saying, yo, remember what happened? Remember all this? Remember all that? Yeah, Mike Breen. That's how we got here, to get championship expectations. This wasn't an accident. Leon Rose and them crafted a team. They got rid of their guy, Tibbs, to bring in Mike Brown to say, this is championship level. The owner came out and said anything short of a finals appearance is a failure. We never seen him saying that. And he had reason to say that. And we had reason to believe some of that. Some of us, AllBall in particular. So it ties into the whole Mikal Bridges missing shots, lacking confidence, because everybody's confused with Mike Brown.
Big shout out JMNYC. I love what he said. No, I got it right here. Right? He's gaslighting fans. Somebody remind him it's been 5 years now. No more excuses. Thank you. The fuck are you talking about, Mike Breen? What are you talking about, bro? Why shouldn't we have championship expectations? The dog years have been over. We are consistently now playoff teams. We are consistently 50-win season team. We have a great roster. At times, it looks like a championship contending roster when we play against the Spurs in Denver, right? So we know the talent is there. But stop trying to remind us that we shouldn't have these high expectations. That's the problem. That's the problem. You see the Spurs fan base. You see the Detroit fan base. You see the Detroit and Spurs players' confidence. Why would you try to tell us to not have that confidence? Fuck that. Even if the beginning of the season, it was no injuries to Boston or Philly. We supposed to have, I've been saying that for how long now, Fabian? Why aren't we talking championship more? Even if it's delusional and silly. Why aren't we trying to speak things into existence? Nah, man. These old niggas still got BlackBerries and flip phones, bro. I'm an old head, but I'm tired of living in that past. What are you talking about? Nah, man. Come on, man. So for me, big shout out to those dudes, they legends, but he was dead wrong with that take. Dead wrong. And I'm not agreeing with it. We should be the championship contention team this season. We should be the favorites. We were just in the conference finals. The team we went up against, they're not there. Halliburton out. Got rid of some players. So I understand the great season Detroit is having. I understand who Boston, I understand all that. But if we're going by history and how it's supposed to go in a literal sense, we the next guys up. But even our own fan base, our own guys that represent us have doubt. Nah, man. Nah, that's the problem. So maybe, Fabian, you're correct. That's where the lack of confidence comes in at for some of our players on some nights. Because you have the fan base not even believing. Come on, bro. So, nah, man. Them dudes just bugged out for that.
And you wasn't talking like this 2 years ago, Mike Breen. You wasn't talking like this last year, Mike Breen. When they were renaming the streets after Brunson and Hart and these dudes. You weren't saying this, Mike Breen. Very disappointed in him. Very disappointed in him. One of the greatest of all time at doing what he does. But don't tell us to not hold their feet to the fire when they made these changes. Flea is a Knicks fan, by the way. In case some of y'all forgot that, trying to go back and forth with him. When all he's saying is it takes steps, and that's a step backwards going with a coach like that. So I don't like the fact that when it was realistic for us, and I said, yo, if Randall and OG and these guys were healthy 2 years ago, what's stopping us from going to the chip and beating anybody? Last year, I didn't believe until the playoffs ramped up till we got Mitchell Robinson. Hold on now. Mitch is back, and he looks all right. Let's see where we go with this. Ain't losing to no Pacers. Why shouldn't I have a great deal of confidence going up against the Pacers? And we got Mitchell Robinson back. And he just dominated the Celtics, the champions. Mike Breen, you out your damn mind, bro. That was nuts.
That was terrible. Terrible. And you know what's sad? Big shout out David Smith. Yes, it's a loser mentality. The sad part is nobody checked him.
No. Clyde checked him.
It was light.
Remember, Clyde, but
Clyde ain't like. I understand, but still, Clyde, you're a champion, bro. Check that shit with some. Say it with your chest, bro. You're supposed to stop. Mike Breen shouldn't have even been able to get out that whole spiel. Once he says something first crazy, no. We're not doing that, bro. Them days is over with. It's a whole different ball club. We are champions. So for me, yeah, Clyde checked them very subtle, but that's Clyde. You gotta love Clyde, man. He ain't like that, but that's my problem, Fabian.
And boy, it's MSG. And Clyde is usually the most critical dude of the Knicks, but even he knows I ain't. You ain't erasing your name on my check, James Dolan. That's how he rolls. Hey, cash chat. JM Gill. Not sure which one of you guys is JM Gill. Please let us know in the comments. That's $20. Mike Breen annoyed me, so I'm going to church.
Hey, JM Gill, pray for all of us, man.
Please.
Seriously. pray for us. Yeah, man, Mike Breen. That was disappointing, man. Especially representing the city, right? Representing the Knicks. Like, that was disappointing, man. And I know for a fact, like, now hearing himself, he got to be like, damn, what the hell was I thinking? Like, bro, that was stupid. It was stupid. And this is why players and other fan bases laugh at us. Because you know what they say? Y'all don't even believe. Ain't no other fan base on the mic saying that dumb shit. Especially if you really have an opportunity to win. Now, if you're the Charlotte Hornets announcer, right? Or the Toronto Raptors announcer, you can say that. Yo, this is a success. But nah, bro, not with us. You know how we feel about our Knicks. Nah, dog. That was terrible timing. Terrible.
Unfortunate. Let's finish these super chats. Jesse, appreciate you with your $5. Kim Brown-Un is in heaven right now. Gets to pad his stats with zero expectations. He's living the dream. Shout out to my man Mike. He's living the dream. That's right up AllBall's alley. Yo, Jesse and you might be like long lost brothers, bro. Like he's just San Antonio, bro, for real. Aaron, thank you for your $1.99. OG, it's been 53 years. You humble up, nigga. Detroit.
Yo, Pistons fans, I have a thing, right? While he laughed, I have this thing where I say, whatever fan base you are, you have to be a certain age to celebrate championships. So all you niggas that's Pistons fans that's celebrating the Isaiah Thomas championships, the Chauncey Billups championship, how old were you? You have to be 13 years or older. Nobody was a diehard fan at 8 years old understanding what a championship meant. 13 years or older. So if half you niggas was 6 years old when they won that championship, you can't claim it. You can't claim it. Yeah, you niggas put your ages in the chat. I had to tell that to a Bulls fan. A Bulls fan years ago told me, yeah, Chicago. I said, my nigga, you telling me when Mike and them was winning championships, how old were you? The nigga said he was like 6. Yo, bro, I got him off the live. Stop. 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 Fuck out of here. Come on, man.
Jermaine Harris, another Detroit guy. Both plays looking real good for y'all. Thanks, Jermaine. Drew, thank you for your $4.99. This show is fire. Knicks got to get y'all a media role. Drew,
they ain't ready.
They don't want that.
We get fired the same day.
Right. We get fired on our day off, like
Listen,
Craig.
You ever seen the movie Talk to Me? PD Green.
Oh yeah.
Rest in peace. Bro, they ain't ready for that. We will be the PD Green of Knicks Talk, bro. They will be coming in there every 10 minutes. Oh my God, you can't say that. Y'all work for us. My bad. My bad.
Actually, I looked at the direct deposit. We good. We work for you. We out.
Niggas say my bad and say it again.
Right. So PD Green, great reference. Influenced the legendary Howard Stern. Chris got the munchies. Thank you for your $4.99. What up, though? We need y'all down here for a game if we play y'all. I'm going to guarantee y'all enjoy yourself first round on me.
Something to think about. Something to think
Let me
about.
tell you something, yo. You Detroit players, I don't even know who in New York. Hold on, real quick, AllBall. What borough? Because I can't say Harlem. What borough? Like what people? Who reminds you of Detroit the most, man? Because these dudes, I can't. I want to say Queens, man.
Philly to a certain extent. I'm saying when it comes to sports, just how they represent, right, for their team. But I think us in Detroit, like I said, we're like stepbrothers, right? Where we have different parents, but that bloodline, you know what I'm saying? Listen, my word. If we meet y'all in the playoffs, we got to come to a game, bro.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
We got to go to a game, bro. Like that's mandatory. So, yeah, Chris got the munchies. You're not the first person that gave out that olive branch. Nah, bro. They scared, but I'm not. Oh, ball suckers. Yeah.
Is Chris got the munchies trying to make us an offer we can't refuse? Spree J, thank you for your $2 for the machine. Woo! Spree J. That's a dope name. I don't know if it flows right. Harlem Detroit people are fly.
Nah,
It's a
listen,
lot of New Yorkers like you Detroit guys though. Y'all think of Harlem and think of fly, and it's true. Very flamboyant, talk a lot, but
yeah. Detroit, we got to give y'all props. Y'all some slick talking fly mugs, and y'all been like that forever. So that's why it's no it
no
makes
real hit.
sense.
Yeah,
Right, but it makes sense how our chat goes with them. It makes sense.
Yo, they're like another borough. That's what it feels like. Like
that's why I say we are the bizarro world of each other. I'm telling you, bro. We see us in them and vice versa. Pause. That's what it is. Just maniacs.
Yo, we ain't gonna lie. I'd rather y'all in Staten Island. Ray Floyd, thank you for 199. When y'all getting the phone lines jumping, they were telling us about the Discord and stuff. We gotta get a bunch of stuff jumping. The Discord and the we say the scoreboard when we put it up there. You know, we working on it, Ray Floyd. Keep them 199s up though. It'll happen sooner than later. Cash App, ABTV3, Instagram, AllBall TV3 _. Hit that membership button. Come and join us.
Hold on before you read the next. Hey, Pistons, right? He be in the chat heavy. Let me work. That's all I'm gonna say. Let me work. Stop giving out the goods.
He sees it. He already knows. Listen, man.
That thing stay on the hip. Let me work.
Appreciate y'all tapping in. It's the first rendition of Wake Up, AllBall. Wake up. We're in the building. Later on today, what we doing, AllBall? Probably another Knicks rehab, actually, because we gotta get Flea in here. I gotta hear what Flea gotta say about that Mike Breen take.
Yeah. Tonight, 8 o'clock. We definitely doing Knicks rehab. We definitely going to discuss Cat and Brunson on the bench, all cozied up, looking like AllBall was wrong. Are they friends? Do they like each other? It looked legit. So definitely going to discuss that. We need to hear Flea's take on what Mike Breen said, and probably another topic or two that we're having in the back for y'all. But look out, definitely, y'all. Knicks rehab tonight, 8 o'clock. And we're going to try to do what we did this morning. We're trying to ramp it up. So we definitely going to be doing this at least 2 to 4 times a week. Wake up, AllBall. Who the hell wants to wake up 9 in the morning to talk to you niggas on my day off? Especially about Detroit and LA.
Black plus black, correct. Yes, you are right. Also, AllBall, the Cleveland Cavaliers are only 1 game behind us for that 3rd seed. So
that's why we can't yet talk about who we're going to match up with, because we could end up the 4th seed, right? So we got this. Wait till everything is etched in stone, and then we will be reviewing, whatever that shit is. Playoff talk.
AllBall suckers.
Need a wake up drop. Gotta figure that one out. Ladies and gentlemen, you could have been anywhere else. Appreciate it. Tonight, 8 p.m. Knicks rehab. We back at it. Love all the super chats. Cash App, ABTV3, Instagram, AllBall TV3 _. And of course, join us on the membership. We shall be back. Have a great day. Enjoy your Easter Sunday. AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.